Today was a big day for us. It's the fruit of our localism month. We found a raw milk herd share that we could buy into, so we now get a gallon of milk, cream, it's real dark in here, cream and yogurt and butter every other week, and we are so pumped. So we're going to talk about our month of localism from April. Okay, so April was awesome. We successfully did it. We only shopped locally for the entire month, and it was really energizing.
Spent less money.
Yeah, we did. I actually should have looked. I didn't look and see how much money we spent on groceries this month, but it was definitely lower than normal. And even with like stuff, we just didn't buy stuff. I think it made me realize how many things that I buy because the convenience of being able to buy it.
And then we found a butcher locally who sourced us a grass-fed cow. So we are buying our first ever half beef, which is quite exciting. We went and bought a freezer yesterday, so we need to go pick that up. And then we'll pick up the frozen beef next week.
And then when the butcher called us to say that he had grass-fed meat, a cow that was coming in, and he saw that we were interested, he was talking to us, and he ended up telling us that there's a lot of people who have this mindset in this area, that there's a foraging group in our area. I just asked him, I was like, do you know anyone who does raw milk? And he's like, actually, I do raw milk. And I think then it was like, that was our in with him, because he knew the type of people that we were, because obviously not everyone's into the whole raw milk thing. But we've done, if you want a podcast to listen to the Wise Traditions podcast. It is so fun to listen to, and I've learned so much from it. And that really was what pushed me to like go find raw milk. So we're not going to end up, he doesn't sell his raw milk. He doesn't make, his cows don't make enough for him to be able to sell. So that's not where we got our raw milk from, but he is wanting us to come and
see his homestead.
Yeah, and so that was a really cool connection.
Yeah, and even today, the homestead where we picked up
that's what I was going to go into, how we found the raw milk. A drop off 30 minutes from where we live, and it just so happens to be like minutes down the road from where I grew up, which is just wild. So today was our first day getting it.
Yeah, and that little homestead is really cool. It's really nice. You know, we live in the Corn Belt, and so everywhere you drive, it's just industrial block farms with dry fields and cows just standing in the dirt. But you drive up in this little homestead, and it's just green, lush grass, trees everywhere. The pigs are having fun in their little pen. The chickens are out in the chicken tractors. The goats are out under the forest in their thing. And it's just, when you go to someone's homestead, like every person's homestead is different. Every person's homestead has something else to be like, wow, that's a great way you did this, or a great way you did that. So it was so energizing, I think, going today, of like seeing their little setup on their homestead, and like the fact that you've driven past it your whole life.
Yeah, and never knew it was there. It was so cool, and it was just inspiring for us, because I think seeing the vision of the life we want to live right in front of us, and again, we're like, we really want to meet these people and learn from them. They had their whole chicken station area to kill their chickens, and you'd like to go learn from them with someone before you ever try doing it yourself just from watching a video. So and I think it's also very encouraging to know that there's people like-minded in our area, because I think sometimes just moving here, it's been really hard to find people who value what we value, and I feel like we're getting connections, and it really started this month. And so I just feel like God has really directed our steps. He's made it fun, and I feel more than anything it's created momentum for us of what else can we just keep buying locally. And I think too, it's the just being conscious, and now that we're into May, and obviously we're not being super strict about it, it's the conscious that we want to be concerned about. So the place we got our freezer from is a local place in our town, and they're quite a bit more expensive than you would find a freezer from Lowe's or Home Depot. And we were like, you know what, we'd rather support them, support their small business, and they'll deliver it to us. It gets rid of that decision. I think after practicing this for a month, our go-to is, if we can choose local, then we'll choose local.
And then chalk the higher price up to generosity. And then the other thing we did was open a bank account at our local bank.
Yeah.
So went down to the local bank and finally got a bank account open with them. And it's hilarious. Bank lady, if you ever want to know what's going on in a town, bank ladies know everything.
And it was fun too, because we went to the cafe that she recommended to us, and we've passed it so many times, but we tend to avoid unhealthy places. But we were like, you know what? We have full faith to go to this place and experience it. So we went there for breakfast.
It was great.
And it was so much fun.
It's like a tiny little Cracker Barrel on Main Street.
And advertisements were on everything of all the local places.
Local businesses.
And it just felt like we were a part of the community.
So it was a great month. And yeah, just hope that encourages you with looking for things locally. Hope you find a bunch of cool things. And just to be conscious about where your money goes and how to be generous to your community and how to feel involved and invested into your community. Bless you guys.